how to build a website in 30 minutes Squarespace tutorial. In this video, we're going to be talking about Squarespace and how you're going to be able to build a website in the easiest and most simplest way in 30 minutes. So let's get straight into it. Now, to start things off, what you're going to be doing is you're going to come over to squarespace.com. All right. So once you're over here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to get started straight from here. Now, the best thing about Squarespace is that it's totally free and it does not require a credit card from you. So you can start off directly from the Get Started button. And moving on, you can also check out all of its different products, including its drag and drop editor and a whole lot more. So we're going to be going through a lot of its details and we're going to be making an e-commerce store for ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Get Started. Now, once you click on Get Started, first of all, it's going to bring you here. So it says, what's your site about? This will help us find you some starting ideas and examples. So I'm going to go with, let's say, my website is about fashion. So let's go with that. I'm going to click on next. Now it says, what are your top goals? So I'm going to go with, let's say, we are there to sell products. And, you could go with other sections as well. It says, how would you like to get started? You can always explore other templates. So you can either build a custom website using Squarespace's Blueprint AI, which is a new AI, or you can choose professionally designed website templates. I'm going to go with the professionally designed templates right now. So once we're over here, what Squarespace does is it actually gives us one of the fanciest and greatest looking templates out there. So the best template matches we get are like these. What you can do is you can actually choose a lot of them off. So I'm going to go with this one because this one looks pretty good. So you can also change the color palettes or the color presets for a recurring design that you have chosen for your template. So I'm going to go with a dark scheme, the black and white color palette. You can check out other color palettes for yourself if you want to, but I'm going to go with the totally darked out one. And once we go with that, I'm going to click on start with this design. Now, once you do that, here it says create your account. So you can either continue with your Google or your email. I'm going to go with my email. I'm going to add in my first name, last name. And once you come to this section, you're going to add in an email address for yourself. And from here, you're going to add in a password. So I'm going to go ahead, fill the password in. And once we have done that, you're going to click on continue. So once you have clicked on continue, that will take you to Squarespace's very own template fluid demo. So it starts setting things up and it basically takes you through the main onboarding config journey. So we're simply going to follow it up through all of that. And once we have followed it up through, what's going to happen from there is you get a few options. So you get website, selling, marketing, contacts, analytics, scheduling, invoicing, and content membership. Now it says, welcome to your site. What would you like to call it? So I'm going to call it John's eStore. Okay. We're going to click on next. And now it says edit pages. So obviously it's going to give you different tips and tricks on how you're going to edit pages, how you're going to create pages, and a whole lot more. So I don't really need to know all of that because I'm basically going to get into the basic editing straight away. So to start things off, first of all, obviously we have website over here, and in website, what you're going to want to do is you're going to have pages and you're going to have styles. So this is a basic template, it started us off already, but let's say I want to go ahead and edit something in the specific page. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the page you want to edit. So let's say I want to edit the lookbook, right? Now I'm going to click on edit. And once you click on edit, it brings you over here. Now you're into the editorial section and you can edit different sections by clicking on them. So first of all, we have the site header. I'm going to go into that. Now over here, as we can see, it has added a, John's eStore name for us, but I want to add a logo for myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on upload file and I'm going to upload a logo that I custom created. So I'm going to add that. And once this is added, you can change the logo height. Okay. And you can change the actual size of the logo. So I'm going to add it like that. Now, once you've done that, you can also change the navigations and you can change the different contents you want. So you can click on show pages. And once you click on show pages, it basically, starts showing you the different settings you can go with. Now, I'm going to get into adding elements and adding blocks later on. Right now, I'm going to show you how you can, individually go to different sections. So let's say I'm going to come over to this section. You're going to click on some text and let's say you can move it around. I'm going to bring it back to the center. And now we're going to take the text out and I'm going to go ahead and write winter collection on sale now. Okay, so we're going to write that in. And now what you're going to want to do is we're going to choose the text. So once we choose the text like this, first of all, I'm going to make it bold. Then I'm going to make it into a heading. You're going to choose the alignment, make it centralized. Okay, I'm going to italicize it a bit as well if you want that. And you can change the actual font settings. Okay, so you can change how it looks on your design. Now in the background, as you can see, nothing is added. Okay, so you can go ahead and edit the section individually as well by changing in the row counts, and you can fill in the screen if you want to. So I'm going to keep it filled, but you can personally choose to add a background image if you want to. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and click on upload file, and it brings us to the background image section. And in the background image section, what you can do is you can easily add a background image if you personally want it. So once it goes into the upload section, look at that. So just like that, you can add background images. I'm going to remove it although because I don't really want it to be there. And once we do that, we're going to come down here. Now we move on to a newer section. In a newer section, we can see that it has a whole gallery of images, but I want to edit this gallery. I want to change the images that it has. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing these images one by one. And once I remove these images, I'm going to go ahead and add images of my own. So once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and click on upload images. Once we come to upload images, I'm going to upload one image, and you can obviously go ahead and choose to upload even more than one if you want to. So I'm going to go to upload images again, and I'm going to go to, my style of clothing where I am choosing to upload different clothing images. So I'm going to go ahead and add some dark recurring image again. So I have images of these different styles and hoodies that I would like to portray on the store. So we have these ones over here. Okay, I'm gonna go with these. There we go. I'm gonna click on open. And once you do that, it basically starts uploading those into the central. Starts uploading those into your file and into your website's database. So you're simply gonna wait for it to do that. It shouldn't take too long according to your size of file. Okay, whatever the size of your file is, according to that, it's going to load in everything. And once everything is done loading in, you can easily go ahead and, add the images accordingly. So if the images have an error, you can simply go ahead and click on try again because sometimes the image could be too big. So it might not upload for you. So once you've added these for yourself, you're pretty much good to go from there. So we're simply going to wait for these to upload. And once they are uploaded, let me show you how they're going to look in your gallery catalog. So once your images are uploaded, you're going to close the gallery now. And once you close the gallery, what you're going to do is you're going to wait for the images to come in. So you're simply going to wait for your page to properly load, and you're going to make sure to save all the published looks. And just like this, you can add your galleries, different, repertoires into the image section accordingly. You can also change the focal points of an image. So, right now I'm going to keep it in the center. And now, as you can see, the images have loaded in, and just like this, you can portray up designs. So once you have Portrait the Winter Collection on sale now, that basically sets you up with the product management and how you can show in images. Now let's talk about how you're going to add different blocks, different elements, and different sections. So first of all, we're going to click on add section. Okay. So in add section, you can add different sections into your store. So let's say I have an intro section over here, right? So I'm going to add it. And once we add it, as you can see, there's different details of different designs that you can add into your section. So I'm going to go ahead. You can change the image accordingly for yourself as well. I'm going to click on upload file. And once we go to upload file, let's go with a design that matches the dark color scheme and, goes accordingly to, my actual design. So I'm going to go add something like, let's say I'm going to add that. Okay. So once you've added this image, you're going to make sure that it's filled in well to the design. And, something like that can be added to make your portfolio and websites look, actually go well. So as you can see, this goes pretty well with the actual contrast. And then you can write in your introduction as well. So I'm going to go ahead and write in the intro, welcome to the best apparel you will find for your Gothic journeys. I'm gonna go ahead and write that and keep a catchy intro. So once we have done that, what you can do is you can scroll down. We have winter collection on sale now. Now what you're gonna do is you can actually hyperlink this, okay? And you can hyperlink individual texts. So let's say I'm gonna come here. This is the hyperlink section, and now you can hyperlink this directly to your shop, okay? And once you've directly linked it to your shop, now we have this link. So if someone clicks on it, they're going to go to the shop section. Then moving on, you can also add different individual blocks, because we've talked about how you're going to add section templates where you can also add individual blocks into your design. So it could be blocks of text, images, videos, and we're going to do all that when we create a new page for our website. So let's go over to the existing pages. Let's go over to the shop page. Okay, so I'm going to save this. I'm going to exit the editor. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go over to pages. And once you go over to pages, you're going to go over to the shop page. So once we go over to the shop page, what you're going to want to do over here is, as you can see, the shop page is pretty empty. And the whole color scheme is changed, which is something pretty nice. I like the touch in this. So I'm going to come down here. And now we have the products. So these products are your items, and you're going to need to manage these items from your database in your store. So to do this, you're going to click on manage items. And once you click on manage items in the all section, we have all these items over here, right? So I'm going to select all of these. And I'm going to go ahead and remove these because I don't really want them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add my own products. And once I have my own products, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they're portrayed on the store well. So I'm going to choose all of that, click on delete. We're going to click on delete again. And once you've gone through with that, we're going to click on plus. And now you're going to start adding your very own products, okay? So let's go over to physical. We're going to add our separate physical products like this. So you're going to give it some certain details, okay? So let's say I'm going to go ahead and add the products that I portrayed on the main page. So I'm going to go with black hoodie, okay? You can give it a good old nice description where you can write at least 3 sentences and explain your product's features and make it unique. So you can go ahead with something like made from genuine cotton for your Gothic journeys. Okay. And you can write something like 100% style efficient. Okay. So this is just something that I'm writing off from the top of my head. So once you have done this for yourself, what you're going to do is you can also add additional infos like custom blocks and fields for your product page. But the most important bit has come now, where you're going to upload the file. Okay, so here we have the file. You can add at least 3 photos to show off your product, where you can include a front, back, and detail shot accordingly. Now, these are not compulsory things to add. These are obviously AI suggestions, okay? And AI suggestions, if followed, obviously will benefit you, but if you don't follow them, they won't necessarily, be an issue for you. And we come over to the inventory section. Now in inventory, you're going to set the pricing for yourself. So let's say I'm going to go with $24.99. Once you do that, I'm going to go with on sale. And right now the price is $21.99, okay? Once we do that, we have unlimited stock, okay? And you have SKU codes for that stock. And once you do that, you can add variants for this product as well, which basically means different colors, different sizes, etc. So, I'm going to go with different colors. So I'm going to go add navy. Let's go with white. Let's go with beige. Okay. And let's go with something like red. Let's go with maroon. Okay. So just like this, you're going to add the colors. And moving on, you're going to add options like size. So I'm going to go with small. And we're going to go with medium. We're going to go with large. Okay. Then we're going to go with extra large. And you're going to keep going with the different sizes that you want. And you can go with other variants as well, like the material. So I personally won't really add material for my variants, and I'm going to click on save now. And once that is done, you can also go over to the fulfillment. So it basically says that you can allow buyers to select how they would like to receive this product, which is either local pickup or ground shipping. So this is where you're going to set up shipping, which is basically fulfillment for different products that you have. So in advanced shipping, you're going to go to the sizes for, like, let's say I'm going to go with medium beige, and you can keep a proper rent or a proper lookout for the setting up of shipment basically. Then once you've done that, you're going to come over to organization. Now, organization is basically to create categories to bucket products. Categories will appear in the store's navigation. So you can actually create a proper category. Let's say I'm going to add this in the accessories section. Then once we come down, you have product add-ons, which basically upsell customers with product add-ons, okay? And you can directly upsell on the product page. Then we can move over to different things like featured products, which are displayed in the summary blocks of your page. You can see different related products to your products as well. You can see your product reviews that you can find out on the different managed features and selling. And then comes the main section, which is marketing and checkout. Okay. So marketing is basically where you can set your SEO and URL. Okay. And then there's social share, where you can actually share it socially on other platforms as well using social accounts. And obviously, I'm going to show you how you're going to connect your social accounts. You can turn this feature on in the connected account setting, and we're going to work on that later on. But SEO and URL is extremely necessary. So if you see this and you think the SEO is bad, you can go ahead and edit this for yourself. Okay. So you can keep a certain URL for your SEO. You can add an SEO title for yourself, and you can even use the help of AI like ChatGPT or any other AI that you would prefer using to get an idea of this. Then we have checkout. So, generally I'd like to keep this as it is. And once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and publish the product. So, it's generally a very long run in adding a product for yourself, but once you've added it, look at that. It displays like this in front of you, and this is how it's going to portray itself right in front of your audiences, okay? So it's going to come up like this. You can select the size, you can select the color, you can select the quantity. So let's say I'm going to go with beige, and let's go with a large. I'm going to go ahead and add to cart. And once you go ahead and add to cart for yourself, basically the item gets added to, your current cart. As you can see, it's adding. Now it's added. You're going to come here. There we have our cart. And once you go over to the cart checkout page, here we have our cart. I'm going to go ahead and back this out. And now you're finally going to check out from here, and that should check you out. But obviously, I haven't added a payment provider, which means that it won't check things out for me. But if you have a proper payment provider, you can check out easily. Now, obviously, as you've been watching from the start, and you're realizing that how Squarespace has created a template which basically sets us up with everything. It's minimum effort and maximum satisfaction when it comes to using Squarespace. And that's why I love using its basic, drop shipping store editor or whatever you want to use it for. Now, once we have gone through all of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my editing section. And once we are in our editing section, what I'm going to want to do from there is I'm also going to create a brand new page for myself. Now that brand new page could be a page for anything, like let's say FAQs, or it could be any informational page, any page that contains something that would go well with our navigation. Okay, so to create that, what you're going to do is once you're in pages, you're going to go ahead and click on plus. You're going to go to a blank page. Okay, I'm going to add the blank page. I'm going to call this, let's go with let's go with FAQ. Okay. So once we add an FAQ, I'm going to let that page create. Now, once this page creates, obviously we're going to bring it lower down. And once you bring it lower down over here, it's going to be added in this section as well. So as we can see, we now have FAQ. Now that we have FAQ, this is the basic template that they open up for FAQs. So let's go ahead and talk on how you're going to edit a page in detail. Now over here, to start things off, we're going to go ahead into the editor. So once you're in the editor, we're going to add a section into this. Okay. So when it comes to adding a section, we're going to click on add a blank section. And once you click on add a blank section, here is where we're going to add blocks. So in the blocks section, once you are over here, what you're going to do is you can add different paragraphs for yourself. You can add different summaries of different products if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and create a text. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and write this text over here. We are a e-commerce company based in, you could write wherever you're based in, etc. And once you go ahead and write the necessary widgets, what you can do is you can actually add more blocks in. So let's say I want to add a form over here. So, this basically creates a form as well. It's an FAQ form that you can fill in for yourself. You have different button text, you have different fields that you can edit as well. You can design your form individually as well. Now I'm going to drag my form down right under my text. And on the right hand side, let's go ahead and add an image. Okay. So generally you just add an image to fill the size of your page, and it's, usually added for, good measure. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this a little closer. And once we do that, again, we're going to go ahead and upload any random image that we think will fit in well with the design. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And once we add this image in for ourselves, this image gets uploaded, and look at that. So just like this, you can add the necessary widgets in for yourself. Then moving down, you can add a section template, and we have intro, we have contact, and we have things like about, people, products, services. So let's say I can also let them know about our services in FAQ. All right. So let's go with this dark scheme over here. And I'm going to add the section for that. And once we go ahead and add a section, look at that. It sets up a page for you like this. You can go ahead and give them the services you actually provide. You actually are willing to, give them for different prices, for different durations, etc. So once you have gone through with that, now we have a proper page created, and what, it took me like 3 minutes. So this is why Squarespace is incredible, because again, I'm just going to say it again because that is what Squarespace is all about. Minimum work, maximum pleasure. Okay. So basically, once you're done with that, you're going to click on exit. And now we're going to come over to the home section. Now in the home section, you can actually change your website's styles as well. So if we come over to styles, this is basically to change your coloring. Now, over here in coloring, there's different things to apply for yourself, like fonts. So I'm going to keep the font the same with the coloring and the buttons. I'm going to change the button text because let's go with this outline. Okay. Once you've gone with this outline, let's go with a little lookout like that. You can also go ahead and change its look, but I'm going to apply this to all button types. Now, once you've done that, you're going to save this, and I'm going to move over to the back. And once you move over to the back, I'm going to go ahead and save and exit this. Now, once you save and exit this, you can go further on more into your assets. Now, your assets are basically files that you've used in the store. So you can upload more in this section so you don't have to upload later, or you can delete them from here. But do know this, that if you delete them from here, they are going to get deleted from your stores as well. So, just keep that in mind before deleting this. Then we're going to move over to selling. Now, selling is the section where basically you're going to be adding products for yourself. So adding different products, and whenever you add products, here is where you're going to get orders, and you can find orders from this section. All orders are going to be here. You're going to fulfill them accordingly. You can also find discount rates for you. So create discounts for your customers. So you can add discounts and then, sell them on your store. You can go to selling tools as well. So you have different ways to sell, POS is available. You have Google Shopping, donations. You can also create custom merch. You can get products on Facebook and Instagram, different product reviews, product statuses, and a whole lot more. Now, one thing you will want to have when you're in the selling repertoire is getting payments in. So basically, when you start off an e-commerce store, you always set up a payment provider. So the payment provider, what it does is basically whenever someone orders something from your store, the payment provider provides them a gateway for the money to come straight into your account. So you're going to give them a proper payment provider that processes the payment and brings the money straight into the account that you want it to come to. So this is also a very compulsory thing to add to your page. And connecting a payment processor is also really necessary. So you can go with Stripe, PayPal, Square, whatever you want. All those payments are available in this section. Now, moving on, you can also come to marketing. Now, the marketing section is pretty good as well because you can use it for growing your audiences through SEO and email marketing. And that's the best part about it is that once you have created your website, you can actually campaign them and you can campaign them using email campaigning. So select different email templates, create different email lists, add different sender details, and yeah, that's the basic necessities of it. Pretty straightforward. You can also use different marketing tools that it provides you. So, you have things like promotional pop-up, announcement bars, URL builders. These are, again, things that are doing good marketing for your store. So let's say if you want to, market some type of collection sale, some type of discount, or some type of new arrival, you can do it through the marketing tools section. Now, if we come over to contacts, this is the section where you can add subscribers, okay? And to add subscribers, you can create campaigns. And this is the best part about Squarespace is that not only does it creates you a website, and not only does it create you a website with good templates, but it also goes ahead and does SEO and marketing for you and proper SEO marketing, not just half working things for you. So let's say I want to go ahead and share my content, right? So once we go to share my content, I'm going to go with some type of, let's go with this image, okay? Or let's go with this one. Now, once you go with this, you're simply going to click on use this template. And once you click on use this template, you're going to add, I'm going to add the image for my products. So I'm going to select it from the library. Again, you can go with any random image. So let's say I'm going to go with that. I want to add that and I want to show that to the world. And once you're done with that, just switch over to email. You're going to go ahead and add the supporting details, add the subject line that people are going to see, add the supporting details for people to see. And then you're going to choose your unique recipients, which are going to be your potential customers, where you can actually create mailing lists. You're going to add in your sender details. And once you add in all of that, you can actually send this email out to people. So, that basically just leads up to good marketing and it leads up to good campaigning to gain different contacts, gaining different leads, prospects, and a whole lot more. So yeah, that's the main idea of Squarespace and how you're going to be using this incredible website to create an e-commerce or any type of website out there for yourself. And then you can actually use it to grow your audiences as well in the greatest and most amazing way. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is about it. Now, one more thing that I will show you is Squarespace's pricings, because Squarespace is basically a paid platform. Okay, it's not free. So you can actually check out its pricing plans from this section. And let me tell you the best part about this video is that Squarespace basically gives you a personal plan for $16, business plan for $23, commerce plan for $28, and commerce advanced for $52. But I can get you a 14-day free trial. So if you want a 14-day free trial right now for yourself, do make sure to check the link down in the description below, because that will help you get 14 days for free on Squarespace to use as long as you want. So again, do make sure to check the link down in the description below to get 14 days for free, and that should set you up for Squarespace. But yeah, generally that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'll be seeing all of you wonderful people next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.